In Tai Chi, black and white, light and shadow, yin and yang, and the feminine and the masculine are made one, and everything we once thought important seems ephemeral. It's as if you're in another world. One commentator in the mainstream Western press said that in the performances of dancer Lin Huaimin, the music of Bach's cello sonatas and Tai Chi merge into each other as if they've been waiting hundreds of years for the encounter.
巴哈的无伴奏大提琴组曲，它后面的那个安静的境界，几乎是太极拳一样的境界。这是我个人的一个看法，是它后面的一种精神状态。那在这些方面，我想不是东方和西方，我想东方和非洲也有相同的地方，因为我们是透过一个身体来感应。
Water Moon is based on the principles of Tai Chi. Employing the breathing techniques of Tai Chi, Lin creates a dance that releases energy from the body. On a simple stage, he uses simple body movements to represent a purified soul in meditation and to display the primal beauty of Tai Chi, a beauty residing in reality and illusion, and in harmony with the surface of the world and its essence within.
像水月这样的舞蹈，舞者眼睛是半合的，它不像芭蕾舞是说你看我在这里跟观众这样讲话，所以相反的，我们把观众引进来，引到我们的身体里面，因为舞者是在注意着他身体内部的这些运作，他甚至于没有在为观众演出，那观众就被吸引过来，我们的呼吸带动着观众的呼吸。
Lin is honored as the father of modern dance in Asia, but this accolade leads him to think more deeply about the meaning and nature of life.
你非常的繁忙，你觉得一辈子要这样忙下去，它不一定。或者你觉得你很成功，或者你觉得你很失败，大概都不是，大概都是，大概都不是。因为你静坐的时候，事实上，你马上观想看到的，常常是你的焦虑，你的哀愁，然后你慢慢的抛开那些东西，也许生命是可以很简单的。问题是你要不要这么简单？
When he was 26 years old, Lin Huaimin asked himself this very question. In 1973, he returned from the United States to Taiwan, and soon he'd established the Cloud Gate Dance Theatre of Taiwan. Cloud Gate is in fact a very ancient Chinese dance. It's said to have existed in the time of Wudang, the Yellow Emperor, 5,000 years ago. With the passage of so many centuries, the dance steps have of course been lost, and all that now remains is the beautiful name of the dance. However, the young Lin, confident about his future, hoped he'd be able to marry Western dancing skills with the Eastern spirit to once again reveal the beauty of the Cloud Gate dance. Just wasn't quite sure exactly where to start. At almost the same time, another talented artist who was very skilled in carving was embarking on an artistic endeavour. When the sculptor Yang Yinfeng took on Zhu Ming as a student, he couldn't have imagined that this man, who was already over 40 years old, would breathe an entirely new spirit into the essence of traditional carving. He would usher in a new era in Chinese modern sculpture. Zhu Ming clarified the meaning of Tai Chi, saying that its central feature is that it neither opposes a force nor lets it go. I don't counter the attack of a rival so that his strength will decrease, but I don't let go of the rival. This is the meaning of don't let go. The aim of practicing Tai Chi is to bring people back to a natural state through physical training. It is a state in which everything is mutually related and complemented harmoniously.
练了之后几个月，就好像满脑子都是太极。我不管吃饭啊、睡觉，都在想太极呢，招来招哦，那很自然就想要去刻，而且是一定要真正的你进入到那种状况，非常的清楚，而且非常的热衷。不要人家叫你，你自己就忍不住就想要去刻，一定要深入的了解，深入的去体会到什么叫太极。
In 1975, Zhu Ming created Holding a Whip Crouching, one of the works in his Tai Chi series of sculptures. The figure stands on both feet, the left leg bent and the right foot extending backward, the lower half of the body steady and the arms extending. In this posture, the Tai Chi practitioner is prepared for both attack and defense. It displays both stillness in action and strength and grace. When the sculpture was exhibited in Japan at the Central Gallery in Tokyo in 1977, it attracted worldwide attention. That same year, 50-year-old Zhu Ming had the idea of going to New York. With its increasing number of Chinese immigrants, New York City was just beginning to find out about Tai Chi boxing. Chen Guanchang is researcher at the Center for East Asian Research at Harvard University. His interest in China comes from Tai Chi boxing.
In the past, it was known that this was a Chinese form of keeping oneself healthy. And as Westerners, first looked at it, they didn't see any sort of, they couldn't understand how Chinese could believe that this could improve your health, because it looked like this slow form of dancing.
Now the slow and mild dance-like movements of Chinese Kung Fu have reached into the lives of many Westerners. Tai Chi can be seen in Manhattan, in Vancouver, in Denver at the foot of the Rocky Mountains, and by the River Seine in Paris. Here in Paris, once again, Eastern Taoist culture encounters Western industrial culture. But their first meeting took place around 1,000 years ago.
I believe that it goes back several hundred years. I mean, from the earliest exposure, when the Italians, or even before, went to China in the 17th century. The earliest Taoist books that reached Westerners were actually not the Lao Tzu, but other books. But shortly after that, as soon as the Westerners became aware of the content of these books, and especially the Lao Tzu, it very quickly spread throughout Europe. Its fame and its brevity, I think, is part of its popularity, because it says so many things in just 5,000 Chinese characters.
It is the most familiar ancient Chinese classic in the West. Over the past several hundred years, there have been more than 1,000 translations of the Dao De Jiang. According to UNESCO, at the top of the list of classical works translated into foreign languages is the Bible. Second from the top is the Dao De Jiang. It's interesting to note that Westerners first translated the title into just 3 words: way, power, and classic.
海德格尔是20世纪西方最重要的哲学家，一般把他列在存在主义里面。事实上，他的影响力遍及神学、哲学、艺术、文学各个方面。所以海德格尔这位大哲学家从小对西方哲学的理解都是第一流的。但他后来发现，西方哲学有一个缺点，很喜欢把这个都分为2分法。那到底怎么去找到最后的根源呢？他最后念到各种翻译本的老子，最后发现老子才是真正的了不起的哲学家。
Martin Heidegger's time saw the outbreak of the First World War. The consequence of the war was not only nations left in ruin, but also millions of people whose outlook on the world and on life itself was highly pessimistic. Those who lived through the pain and disillusion of war turned their eyes to the distant East and tried to seek out its ancient and simple wisdom. While conducting his own such quest, Martin Heidegger found this passage from Lao Tzu: "Which of you can assume such cloudiness to become in the end still and clear? Which of you can make yourself inert to become in the end full of life and stirring?"
谁能在浑浊之中代表天下很乱，使它安静下来变得清爽？还有第2句话，谁能在安定之中使它重新产生活力，不断产生万物，使它动起来？为什么这段话重要呢？这个世界的存在不能永远安静，也不能永远变动，它必须安静下来，然后又要产生动力，也必须在动的时候安静下来，变成慢慢清爽，就正好符合中国一阴一阳之谓道这个原则。
When Zhu Ming was in the United States in 1983, he found he could understand all of this better than Western philosophers. His works, from simple Tai Chi movements made by an individual to pushing movements in pairs, convey his knowledge of the union of yin and yang, which exist in each other, and the essence of Tai Chi. Finally, he created Breaking Tai Chi for his Tai Chi series.
《掰开太极》这件作品也是一个太极系列一个转折，重要的转折。因为原本老师做《掰开太极》这件作品的原因，是因为也是他非常的尊重自然。他在工作室里面看到一个自然裂开的木头，那他就觉得说，如果我在中间再稍加变化，它就是一个很好的作品，而且也象征了太极的精神。太极就是一个阴阳相合跟流转不息的一个概念。
The idea that all creatures have yin and yang is from the Dao De Jiang. These wonderful descriptions develop the wisdom of Chinese young people.
哲学的思考是比较深刻的。今天这个时代特别需要道家，为什么？因为它进入一个后现代社会，要重新在一片废墟上建构新的价值系统，而这时候道家最适合。为什么道家适合呢？道家希望你先放开，用减法，而不要再用加法。
Westerners also found the wisdom within Dao De Jiang to be convincing. The idea of the unity of nature and humans, the principle that the way of nature is what it is, and the doctrine that government should be accomplished through non-interference, play an active role in making up for the spiritual loss we feel and counter the might is right doctrine that prevails in Western civilization. In 1987, Taoist culture abroad reached a peak when Ronald Reagan, the 40th President of the USA, referred to Lao Tzu in his State of the Union address. In laying out his plan for governing the nation, he quoted Lao Tzu's remark, "Governing a big state is like cooking fresh fish." Professor Wei Ming Du from the Yenching Institute of Harvard University went to the United States in the 1960s. For years, he's been studying the destiny of the core values of Chinese culture in the context of globalization.
道家呢，它有很高的智慧，大家一般很熟悉的，就是治大国要好像喷小仙，那什么意思？这个意思就是说，你在处理非常复杂的事情，你所用的智慧要更全面。以前这个你像里根的这个总统非常欣赏这段话，也影响了这个《道德经》在美国的进一步的发展，认为它是一个智慧之书，而这个智慧之书就不一定是人的就修养身心了，而且对于治国也有很重要的参照的价值。
Reagan's words resonated with the public. Before long, the 5,000-word book was being distributed by no less than 8 publishing houses. While the difference between Eastern and Western cultures cannot be reduced to a single sentence quoted by a president, a more direct way of helping Westerners learn more about the East might be possible through the medium of film. In 1991, Ang Lee directed his first film, Pushing Hands.
对转双列掌，回身云和，吊钩近身。
In this film, Ang Lee uses the pushing hands of Tai Chi boxing to interpret conflicts arising during the merging of Chinese and Western cultures. Through the story's hero, Lao Zhu, he attempts to depict a typical Chinese man who pursues stillness his entire life.
在这个推手里面，我自己就写过一个台词，我就是说，练神还虚好困难，是这个非常高深的境界，我做不到，我只能做电影，我可以用它来观察这个世界。我想我最多做到虚实相间吧，真到虚极都没有受到任何的干扰的时候，我做不到。
This cannot be achieved consciously. 9 years later, Lee interpreted the meanings of stillness and tranquility again through another classic narrative. This is a story of samsara or reincarnation that begins and ends at Mount Wudang. Tigers follow the wind, dragons the clouds. The name Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon delivers a very Chinese message.
《卧虎藏龙》一场高潮戏，它不是武打戏，而是在窑洞里面的那一场戏。那我在看景的时候看到一个旧的窑厂，现在还在制作砖头了那些东西，我就产生一个灵感。所以在那个窑洞里面，它金木水火土都有。如果在上面漏水下来的话，我可以做一个很漂亮的景，基本上像一个舞台一样。它是做泥土的，然后它烧着柴火，然后有雨水下来，一滩水在那个地方，然后最后杀的时候兵器出来就是金，烧的是木材，我这什么东西都有了。
用这一口气练神还虚吧。 解脱得到圆寂永恒，一直是武当修炼的愿望。提升这一口气，到达你这一生追求的境地。别放下，浪费在我身上。
我已经浪费了这一生，我要用这个气对你说，我一直是。
在里面，李慕白 遇到生死的问题、情感的问题，还有最终对一个他的贞操的一种表现。他作为一个侠，他在要死的时候是要脱生，还是要承诺他在人生里面的？他做侠，他就要言必信，行必果，对不对？他承诺于秀莲这个感情，他就不能脱身，所以他还是在人生侠客里面这样死去，精神还是没有办法超脱。
Li uses the montage technique to show people returning to their homeland and to depict a tangible China with a long history behind it. Li interprets through film the Taoist culture hidden in the veins of every Chinese person. And because of this, he became the first Chinese winner of an Oscar.
在我把中国文化推销到西方的过程中间，我需要经过很多的努力。这一般很好卖的东西不需要我来了，我希望能够一点一滴的，能够让他们更深层的能够受到中国文化的影响，能够接纳它。我想是一个很长的一个路，不是那么容易的一件事情。我们自己也在流失啊，也在变化，也在西化的过程里面。那有些东西好像不适用了，那我们自己怎么样把它更新、强化啊、现代化？这我们自己有些工作也不见得做得很好。
Our world is diverse and it's changing rapidly. People in every nation are seeking the meaning of existence in their own ways. The ancient wisdom of Taoism provides both China and the West with a common reference for how to peacefully coexist in the world.
老实讲，对我来讲，今天没有东方和西方，只不过是作为一个在这样中华文化里头成长的人，我们过去的东西，我们觉得亲切，觉得舒服，就多亲近一点，同时也了解到，如果不亲近自己的文化的根底的话，你大概就是好莱坞文化喽。那即使要有西方的文化，我觉得我还是要有一个中国的杯子来承载这个西方的影响。
During the opening ceremony of the Beijing Olympics, viewers all over the world were greatly impressed by the grace displayed in the Tai Chi presentation. Through it, they could feel the boundless charm of Eastern culture. Zhuangzi says yin and yang constitute the way of the universe, or Tai Chi. This one sentence, though simple, is one of vast wisdom. Today, people are still seeking ways to understand the nature of life. Zhu Ming's last work in the Tai Chi series tells us that Tai Chi is in his mind. Entitled simply Arch, it breaks away from physical representation and brings us an image of Tai Chi itself, an image of a vitality that penetrates everything. That vitality, formed or formless, will be recycled again and again, forever and ever. Tai Chi is a spiritual journey across mountains and rivers, and it encompasses all creatures, all of which manifest universal values, both tangible and intangible. Heaven and earth enlighten us, causing us to endlessly contemplate. This spiritual dialogue with mountains and waters will never end.